Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. I hope you are doing well. So as you can see here, I have not opened up or set up my traveler's notebook for the year 2025. At the time of me filming this video, 3 weeks have been, it's well into 3 weeks of January, and I see many posts, videos on YouTube and things like that where people have already reflected on 2024's planners and journals and have already set up the new year. And I think it's easy to kind of get a little discouraged, or for me anyways, I felt like this pressure in a way. People have posts already of these beautiful journals of their January 2025, and I'm sitting here 3 weeks in. My traveler's notebook inserts are not yet out, and I don't know where to begin. I have accumulated some papers and ephemera from my daily life, but yet I sit here and I don't know where to begin. And then the days pass by, and I don't want to say like it's stressful. There's a little bit of pressure that I want to start journaling because I have all these paper items waiting for me, and the urge to journal is there, but I guess the pressure comes from making it look pretty or having to videotape for you, to film a video. Like I always tell myself I want to make sure I have nice lighting or a nice angle, and then the days just keep piling up. So I finally said it's 3 weeks in, I really want to journal, and so I'm just going to turn on the camera. If it doesn't work, that's okay, or I'll try my best to edit it afterwards. But I hope you don't feel discouraged to open up your journal. It doesn't matter that we're at the end of January if you're watching this, or maybe you're watching this in April or March. It's never too late to journal or open up a new notebook. I know last year for my Hobonichi, I went to the store, a stationery shop, and it's called Loft, L-O-F-T, and they had a one-piece Hobonichi for sale, and I think it was in August I purchased it, and then I started it right away. There's no timing that's right or wrong to start a journal. It's for yourself. It's for you. So whenever you want to open up your journal, I hope you feel inspired to do so. There's no right or wrong timing at all. The journal will always be there for you. So even if you start your journal and then you haven't written or worked in it for several weeks, it's always going to be there for you. Yeah, so I hope you don't feel discouraged or feel like you don't want to start just because you didn't start on January 1st. And so yes, like I said, it's been 3 weeks, and I just felt like I really needed I wanted to journal. I'm using the calendar, the tearaway calendar from last year. I talked about this in the previous video. I still have a lot of pages left from last year's calendar, so I'm going to reuse some of them. I already purchased 2025, so I think I'm going to do a mixture of both because I don't want to waste them. I might tear some out and put some in some Happy Mail. I'm not really sure, but I really like the cute drawings. And of course, the one with the bold numbers is from Mitzel, and that one also I have not used all of the days. So you can see here I end up taking some washi tape to cover the weekday, and I just take a plain pen and I mark over the year. You'll see me do that later on, so there's no reason why I can't use the tearaway calendars. The thing that I just glue taped is the packaging from a courier service called Yamato, and I purchased something from Traveler's Company during their New Year kind of promotion, and this was on top of the box, so I kind of peeled that off and put that in. The paper or the sticker bit that you see, my husband, he likes to buy me sweets from the convenience store. It's so bad for my health. But it's not always, it's just once in a while. He will buy me some sweets from the convenience store. So I took off the label because it was actually quite good. I'm not a big fan of like whipped cream or cream in general. I find that it's quite heavy. I don't know if heavy is the right word. It's very rich. And then it makes my stomach not so happy. And so I'm not a huge fan of cream, but this particular dessert, I don't know if I took a picture of it, but it had some layers of cream and some layers of like souffle type of dessert, also with a puree of sweet potato and some roasted sesame seeds on top. And yeah, it was really nice and light and not too sweet and very delicious. So I kept the label for that. I think it might be like a seasonal item because of the sweet potato. But yeah, so I decided to keep that. And now I'm just adding bits from my stationery items and just filling in the spots. So I just realized I don't think I discussed with you how I am going to use this journal insert. If you are new here, I filmed several videos of my traveler's notebooks from 2024, and I've used the weekly insert, which you see right in front of you. Last year, it was an undated version, but this year I decided to buy a dated version. But basically, I just used it to house my daily memories, like just packaging from things, little drawings from my kids. I really want to take note and make sure I put in more photos of daily life. My Hobonichi journal, I think I'm just going to doodle. I'm not going to add in any pictures or washi or stickers. There might be minimal stickers from my kids and things, but it's mainly going to be doodles. So I think for the traveler's notebook, I really want to add all the bits and add all the tip-ins and really have fun with it. There will be snippets of me journaling in blank spots, and then there might be some weeks where I don't journal at all. And so this is where this is my traveler's notebook, and this is how I journaled last year, and I want to do the same for this year. It's just a catch-all for all the daily life bits. Last year I kept a lot of the tea tags. Is that what it's called? Like the little tag at the end of the string. So I've already kept some from this year, from January, but I think I'm going to do the same thing for this year. So it's like a mishmash of a journal. It's kind of like a scrapbook in a way. It's kind of like a junk journal, but it's just a memory keeper, and I enjoy tipping things in, and so that's what I will do for 2025. I kind of have the thought of having like a vision board type of thing in my traveler's notebook, and so I haven't really researched it yet, but I'm sure there's got to be videos on making vision boards in your journals, right? I hope. I want to try to do something like that. My only setback is, I don't want to say setback because it's not, because I think a lot of people take from magazines and clippings from magazines, and I don't have magazines, like English magazines here, or easy access to English magazines. Of course, there's Japanese magazines that I can buy at the convenience store, or there's the online, like there's the websites online that I can easily print out. So yes, that's something that I'm thinking about doing. Do you have a vision board in your journal, or do you have it displayed on your desk? I'm curious, like, where do you start? Do you start with a word, or do you start with a photo that you connect with? Like, I don't know where to start with that. So, but that is something that I have been wanting to do year after year. I see people's vision boards, and it's such an interesting concept to me, and something that I really want to try, but I don't know where to begin. So I think once I have a little bit of downtime, I might do a little bit of research and see how I can start it off. So this, you can see I'm working now in week 2 of my journal. Actually, in this video, I wanted to do all 3 weeks, but I just didn't have the time. I think the total journaling time, like this video right now, is sped up, and I've cut and edited some parts out. So, but the total real time journaling was around 40 to 45 minutes, and so I was able to do that, those 2 spreads, in about 45 minutes. The 2 weeks in my traveler's notebook. So, yes, I hope you join along and journal with me. Before I forget, I really want to mention the beautiful artists and their printables that I've used, and I will definitely be continue to use, yes, for 2025, is Erin Ware and Courtney Diaz, and I found a new artist on Patreon, and I apologize if I'm saying her name incorrectly. Susanna Bryant. I was introduced to her through Erin Ware's links. And so I've printed out some of her January printables, but I don't know if I don't remember if I journal or use her printables in this journal with me spread, but I've definitely already printed them out. So you will see her, in the coming weeks, hopefully. I've also decided to include, my son made this like postcard of some watercolor wash and some squiggly lines. I think it's like a little project they had to do for art class. So he brought that home, and of course I stuck it in my traveler's notebook. I'm just using some washi tape split in half and cover up the day of the week for the tearaway calendar. And these beautiful washi tape, you see the little washi tape girl there. I know it's from, it was from Happy Mail, from Jane the Crazy, and I like to cut them out and put them in my journals as well. So the rest of the video is just me playing around and having fun and getting creative in my journal. If you are new to me or new to my Instagram, I talked about this before, but I think it's important to share again. I shared a flip through of my journal on Instagram. This was last year, and somebody made a comment about how this is not a journal. And I was a little sad at the comment, I'm not going to lie, but it was, at the end of the day, there's no rule that says this is a journal or this is not a journal. For me, this is how I journal in the traveler's notebook. And for me, there might not be pages and pages of writing in here, but for me, this is how I interpret my daily life and how I memory keep. And for me, this is my journal. And so it might be a little discouraging to see a comment like that, but at the end of the day, this is what makes me happy, and this is what brings me joy, and this is how I relax and deal with life. So to me, this is my journal. I think the important point that I wanted to discuss is that just play and have fun and enjoy your time getting creative. I wrote this quote down in my traveler's notebook. I'll share a little picture of it at the end of this video, but I wrote down this quote by Henri Matisse. It says, "Don't wait for inspiration. It comes while working. It's so short, but it's so important. I think just opening your notebook and just starting to play with it, and it just kind of starts to flow. And if it doesn't flow right away, you can come back to it a little bit later. There's no need to push yourself or make this a stressful thing. Getting creative is supposed to be fun and relaxing and joyful and positive. It's not always a positive experience. Maybe some of the stuff that I journal about may not always be a positive thing, but it definitely helps me unload all the things that are in my brain. So I hope you find some time to journal as well, and I hope you find some time to have fun in your journals as well. So it might be like a full page of all stickers, and you've seen me do that many, many times in my Hobonichi and in my journals, in my junk journals. It might be a whole page of just labels or washi tape. I've done that before. So just let loose and have fun. I think that's the most important thing. If there are certain video requests that you would like to see for this new year, I would love to know. Please leave a comment down below what kind of videos you would like to see. Do you want me to do more of these kind of journal sessions, or maybe more Hobonichi doodling videos? I would love to post those as well. My Hobonichi, I'm pretty much up to date, I think. I might be 2 or 3 days late, but for the most part, with the doodling part, I'm okay there. I just need to watercolor something, so maybe that could be another video where I watercolor my doodles with you and just talk through that process. Although there's not really much to talk about while I'm watercoloring my doodles, but if you enjoy those kind of videos, I would love to post them, so please let me know. I think that's it for this. I hope you are doing well. I hope this new year is treating you well and that you are enjoying 2025 so far. I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.